Early before sunset, Thomas was resting comfortably in the yards. It was almost Christmas, and he needed a good rest before the party started. He was soon woken up by the sound of footsteps. His driver and fireman came up with urgent news. "Rise and shine, Thomas," his driver joked. "We must get to the station immediately. The station master wants to see us there for some special occasion." Thomas was very cross at not having to sleep enough, but he knew he couldn't disobey Sir Topham Hatt's orders. When they lit his fire, Thomas set off for the station. When Thomas arrived, Toby was already there. "Hello, Thomas," he said. "You look tired." "Oh, precisely," moaned Thomas. "I woke up when my crew came in." "You look like you've been trying to beat Bertie in a race," joked Toby. Before Thomas could reply, Bertie the bus parked right up. "What's this about a race?" he asked excitedly. He didn't go any further, for the station master walked up. "Excellent," he said. "Thomas and Toby are here on the double." "Listen," he whispered. Sir Topham Hatt had asked some very important carolers to the big station. There aren't any at Knapford, but we have plenty here. So I need both of you to work together. Toby, I'd like for you and Henrietta to collect the carols at the next station. As for you, Thomas perked up. The houses near the big station are running low on coal. Luckily, we've plenty of coal trucks in the yard. I'd like for you to take them there so the people's hands won't be frozen solid." "Righto, sir," smiled Toby. Thomas was fuming. He hated working with trucks, especially the coal ones. They were the rudest trucks he had ever worked with. "Trucks," huffed Thomas. "Just what I need. Just what I need." There, Thomas," soothed Annie and Clarabelle. "The sooner we get this job done, the quicker we can see the carols." Thomas sighed. "What would I do without you two?" Soon they were in the yards arranging the trucks in line. The other trucks noticed Thomas's frown and chortled. "My," sneered one, "what's got Thomas down in the dumps? Did Santa give him coal last year? If so, he might be afraid he'll do it again." And the yard howled with laughter. Thomas grimaced, but to Annie and Clarabelle's surprise, the coal trucks didn't laugh at all. "Let's get moving, shall we?" said one. "We'd hate to be late, as per usual," replied another. Thomas looked back, very confused, but carried on nonetheless. As they carried on, Thomas was expecting more grief from the trucks, but instead he was met by compliments. "Smooth puffing! You're an excellent engine!" Thomas felt as if his cheeks were glowing as red as James's red paint. Then, when Annie and Clarabelle began to sing carols together, the trucks surprisingly joined in. Thomas was very surprised. He had expected the trucks to sing rudely at him. Later, Toby had arrived at the big station and was waiting impatiently for Thomas. Thankfully, he never had to worry for long. Thomas cheerfully puffed in, singing merrily. "My," said Toby, "you looked more cheerful this morning." "Oh, I am," obliged Thomas, "and it's all thanks to those two." Toby looked back and was surprised to find the coal truck singing with Annie and Clarabelle. Annie and Clarabelle were impressed. "Such well-behaved and nice trucks," they said. The coal trucks blushed. "How," asked Thomas, "could you ever be so nice to me when all you do is cause nothing but mischief?" The trucks looked down. Toby glared at Thomas. "We want to be given a second chance," murmured one truck. "A second chance?" asked Toby. "On our life on the rails, we were always known as the troublesome trucks. We're always known for causing problems for you whenever you're trying to work hard. But we're not like those trucks. We only want to do what's right." "The other trucks laughed at us for that," sighed another. "We just want to feel appreciated." Annie and Clarabelle were speechless. For the first time, Thomas now felt sorry for the trucks. He didn't know what to do when Toby winked at him. "You know," he murmured, "you two have been so helpful. How would you like to come to our Christmas party tomorrow?" The trucks perked up. You mean it?" they stammered. "Of course," smiled Toby. "There's always room for one more, or two at least." And for the first time, the coal trucks smiled. Thomas then smirked. "I'm glad we're bringing Christmas outcasts like you to enjoy the fun." Soon enough, Thomas was taking them to the big station. They couldn't wait to see a Christmas party for the first time. But I shall not say more, or I'll spoil the next story.